Brother here shared the story and had a question about it, and I just got to leave my opinion on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it play. We're gonna come back and talk about it.
So in a nutshell, she was dating a guy for 2 months, very consistently. They was having a good time, spending time together, going out, all of that. So his birthday was coming up and she wanted to do something for him because he always took her out, picked her up, you know what I'm saying, just a complete gentleman. And so she wanted to do something for him. Now what she did emphasize is that, while they was dating, that she was waiting for marriage to engage in sex. Of course, he agreed with it. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? So they continue to have a good time. So of course, his birthday come around and she wanted to surprise him. So she was like, I'm gonna pick you up, take you out, show you a good time, and, do what it do. So she picks him up, headed to the destination, and getting ready to have a good time. A message pops up on her phone. And it says, I quote, "Tonight, do not run from this like you did last night." That message popped up on her screen in the car, by the way, and the guy saw it. So they continue through the night. They have a good time and all of that, and, he goes on. She said since then, he done fell all the way back. She was like, well, we technically not together and all of that stuff, which is true. You know what I mean? Y'all not together, y'all not official, you can do what you do. But she was asking, is there any way to kind of, straighten out the situation or anything? Because she done noticed the energy shift. He hasn't been calling her, texting, or even trying to get out with her. And the question I have for her is that, is the guy that you're sleeping with, is he doing all the things that this guy's doing? You know what I mean? For us, like going out on dates and, just having new experiences. She was like, nah, he's not. So what do y'all think? I mean, do y'all think that she's wrong to do what she do, or do you think she owes him an explanation, or, do you think that this is a fixable situation?
No. Just no to everything you just said, sir. No to all of it. There's no fixing it. She doesn't owe him an explanation. There is nothing else for her to do outside of go find a new man. That's it. Go start a relationship with the dude that was getting the cheeks while I was waiting. That's what you need to do. And the fact that she's surprised at his response or how he is acting is amazing to me. What did you think was going to happen if he came across his information? You thought he was just going to be like, oh, that's fine. It's not a big deal. As long as you use the condom. No, this is a big deal. This right here is what's wrong with modern dating, society, whatever, because women really think this is okay. They say it all the time. If you listen to them, they'll tell you, I will sleep with the bad guy, the guy who is not marriage material, but I'm going to make the good guy wait. The guy who is a good husband, I will make him wait. They think this is okay. I keep saying that this isn't cool. I'm not going to wait to dive into the same cookie jar that other men are already in. I'm not waiting for that. I'm not dealing with that. I don't even know why that is a thing. And this is why when men hear women say stuff like they're going to make you wait 90 days or you're going to wait to marriage, we know women well enough to know that most of you are going to make us wait, but you're still going to be getting it from somewhere else. See, we understand that now. I am not saying all women are going to do this, but a lot of them are going to do this. And I don't like the question that this man asked the young lady when he said, well, is the other man doing the same stuff that he's doing? Who cares what he's doing? If he is doing it or if he isn't doing it, it doesn't matter either way. He's getting the draws, man. If he's taking her to Chick-fil-A or a steakhouse, he's still getting in them guts. That is all that matters. I don't care what kind of relationship they got. He's getting them draws and she's making me wait for those same draws like I'm supposed to open it like it's a Christmas present on our wedding day. But there's no fixing this. To be honest with you, if I was there and I saw that message, I would have probably just left right there on the spot. I wouldn't even have played the game of trying to get her to figure out what's happening. I would have just told her what I saw and left, because in that situation, I believe she needs to know what she's doing is wrong and this is why I'm leaving. Some other sucker may come along and deal with it, but that sucker ain't me. Because the fact is, she was lying to this man.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
She will never admit that. She will sit there and say, no, I just never told him about the other guy. But she was lying to him. But the fact is, times have changed. And so have the women. This is why a lot of them are considered to be modern. But like Dave Chappelle said,
modern problems require modern solutions.
And that is exactly why what that man did was smart. You don't fight with him. You just leave him there looking silly. It's so crazy to me because so many women would tell you the reason they make the good man wait and not the bad man is because they don't want the good guy to look at them any type of way. They want the good guy to think that they're a good girl. And all I'm saying is, why don't y'all quit trying to get him to think that you're a good girl and actually be a good girl? I'm just saying.
I just saw a woman on here say her toxic trait is thinking that she could go toe to toe with a man if she's angry enough. And I just want to share how that kind of thinking was slapped out of me at the age of 14. In the area that I grew up in, the school that I grew up in, it was very normal for boys to hit girls. Anyone could get it, basically. So one of the most important traits that I looked for in a female friend was that if I'm fighting, we're all fighting, right? You literally had to be ride or die. Everyone was fighting, because if a boy stepped to you, all the girls would come and then nothing would take place because he knew he was outnumbered, because numbers mattered. However, I felt like I had enough rage in me sometimes when there was disrespect involved. And I would like to think it's maybe my Irish blood. I just have a lot of internalized rage. So this particular boy was just a little piece of shit. Okay, he was annoying. I still remember his name. If I saw him today, I would still remember him. I can literally just picture him, and I can imagine he still probably looks the same. He was just a little shit. I think he was always trying to prove himself to his friends. He was an interesting individual. And I was at a park with my friend after school one day, and he was with his friends, and he started throwing stones at us from a distance, and they were hitting us, and they were hitting us pretty hard. And it was really frustrating because they were a decent distance away. If I started to run and try and catch him, like, I'm not catching him. He's gonna run. He's probably gonna throw more rocks at my face, and it's just gonna look bad for me. So I had to just kind of firm it, walk away, and plot. So I thought to myself, I probably weigh like twice the weight of this guy. I wasn't a small girl. I'm still not a small girl, but I was quite a big girl in school. And he was, again, like I said, skinny. He wasn't even tall. He was probably similar height to me. And I thought, I'm going to catch him lacking. I'm going to get him. Okay. So after school one day, everyone would hang out around the side roads around school. And I saw him standing there. And I thought, yeah, this is my opportunity. I'm going to knock him out. So I went up to him and I said, like, what the did you think you were doing the other day? I was getting in his face. I was initiating either an apology, or I was going to knock him out, right? I was angry enough. I was bigger than him. And yeah, I was angry enough. I had enough rage to be able to take this fight and win it. Before I knew it, this guy just grips me, picked me off the floor and swung me around a couple times and threw me on top of a car. I said, don't fucking touch me. And he walked away. Did I try and chase him? No. Did I learn that day that biology matters? Okay? Biology matters. I was definitely the weaker sex physically in that moment. I was thinking to myself, yeah, Sarah, pick your battles very wisely. And this is why, if you know me, if you're a lady and we're friends, when you're from London, sometimes it's the culture. Yeah, you do have this inflated sense of like, I'd be able to take anyone if I'm angry enough. And if you're my friend and you have said to me before, yeah, I'll just knock him out, you know that I would just look at you like you're an idiot, because it's just not the case. I'm so sorry. I really wish it was. I wish we were able to. We could train. We could start training and trying, but it's still, I think we'll at least need two of us. Okay? 2 of us versus 1 might give us a chance.
You know, they tried that once in a UFC fight. Let's see how that went.
Men and women are equal. Yeah, that's right. Anything a man can do, a woman can do better.
All right, cool. Equal lefts, equal rights.
How dare you?
Want some of this equality?
Please, men should never hit women.
I identify as a woman. How dare you assume my gender?
Ooh.
Getting flashbacks of my ex-wife. Give me back my alimony, you greedy.
And this man wasn't even in shape. It looks like he just got up from the dinner table and walked right into the ring. But all jokes aside, I think this is an important video because there are a lot of women out there who believe exactly what she's talking about. They believe if they get mad enough, they can go out there and take on any man. And it's just not true. Women just have been conditioned to believe they can do it because they usually don't have to face the consequences of doing it. If every woman who's ever hit a man, that man hit back, there will be no more women out here hitting men. That would go out the window real fast. The only reason a lot of them do it is because there are going to be no repercussions. Somebody's going to jump in and help. The police are going to come and take him to jail. They just know something's going to happen. But the fact is, this lady is correct. And any woman out there who disagrees with this, go on out there and try your best to prove us wrong. Just make sure you take a video of the situation so we can see it. Now, the crazy thing about her story, she said over there in London, the boys hit the girl's back. So I am thinking to myself, if that's the case, why would you still need to go out and try it yourself before you learn your lesson? I'm pretty sure you saw another woman going through the same thing you went through, but apparently some women just like to personally learn the lesson. They have to actually go in there and do it themselves before they really know if it's true or not. Well, I'm not like that. I don't need to go out there and fight a tiger to know I don't want to fight a tiger. Now, I've never hit a woman, but women don't hit me either. I don't put myself around those type of women. If you're the type of chick that like hitting on dudes, I'm getting the hell away from you because I want nothing to do with that. Some of you other dudes like living on the edge, but that's not me. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. It really is that simple. Everybody should have the same level of emotional control as the next person. If you can't control your emotions and you run over there and try to fight or hit on somebody and that person turns around and knock you out, that's what you get. I don't want to hear nothing about this person was bigger than me or they were stronger than me. If you know that, why did you run over there and try to fight them? That's why that doesn't make any sense to me. Stop doing that. It doesn't end well. And I'm happy this young lady here now knows that. Hopefully other women will learn from her mistake and they won't have to go out there and experience this themselves.
If your partner has never asked you to go to the gym with them and then all of a sudden they go, babe, you want to go to the gym with me? Yeah, you might want to take them up on that offer. Because whether you know it or not, them asking you was their way of telling you that what they've been saying, getting out of hand. And it's up. But once you be like, oh no, I'm good, you done already let them know that you don't plan on making no physical changes. So right there in that moment, that's when the eyes start wandering. That's when they start wandering.
Unfortunately, this lady is telling the truth, and a lot of people ignore it. They think that person is just asking to be nice. No, they're asking because they're starting to see something that maybe you don't see, and they're trying to ask you in a respectful way instead of saying you're getting fatter, I'm no longer attracted to you, or whatever other mean way somebody can say it. Now, if you guys go to the gym together all the time and then they ask you, that's not a big deal. But if this person has never asked you before and they ask you, you're on the clock, so you better figure something out. Now, the girl said the person is going to go out, start looking at other people and start thinking about cheating, or even worse, leaving you. Now, I don't think that's right, but it happens. You know what that question is compared to? It's like if you ask somebody's house too long and they look at you and say, what you about to do? It's the same thing. They're giving you a warning shot, so you better start paying attention.